How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to the House Money Investing channel. I just made 14 trades, so I've sold out of 14 of my positions. So I'm going to go over those 14 positions as well as drawing out some principal out of some of my brokerages. As you can see here on my Acorns, I withdrew $6 of my principal, and then I withdrew another $23 of principal from my Acorns as well. And with Acorns, what I do is I'll put in about $1,500 to $2,800 on Acorns, and I'll let that sit for about 30 days, 30, 60, maybe 90 days. And then of course I'm gonna make a profit off that money, so I'll pull out my principal, and then whatever my profit was, I'll leave that on the app. So then I have hence house money left on Acorns, which I consider free stock. Then in my M1 Finance, I withdrew $195 worth of principal, which on M1 I pretty much do the same thing as I do with Acorns. Put about $1,500 to $2,800 in there. Do 100 shares, all at 1%. So it's probably like 15 to 28 bucks per share. So of course they're fractional. And then I withdraw the principal after 30, 60, or 90 days, just depending. And then what happens is I get all my principal back, plus I have to sell out of the profits or the gains as well. I'll take those gains and look at each share of what I've made. Like, say for instance, my gains on Honeywell right now are $60, so I'll sell out of all that, and then I'll go buy Honeywell at another brokerage that offers fractional shares, buy $60 worth of Honeywell, and then I'll have Honeywell under my house money account as well, which will be a free fractionals of Honeywell, and I could just let that compound over time, risk free. Then on my public account, I sold $40 worth of my ProShares Ultra Triple Q, which on this trade I did actually make a profit, and the profit was large enough that I just kept it in my public account. Acorns, I withdrew another $23 worth of principal. M1, it's going to be a sale of $204, so I withdrew $204 more of principal, well, $204 and 2 cents. And then Acorns, I withdrew another $5 of principal. And then in my Cash App, I sold $34.69 of Lowe's. And once again, on this trade here, I left my gains in Cash App itself. So whatever I made off of Lowe's is now in Cash App under basically this house money. Then I sold another $213.04 worth of principal out of my M1. Here in my stash account, I purchased $1.74 of Apple, and this was due to me selling Apple. I had fractional shares, about almost a half a share in Apple under my Robinhood, so I sold that. My initial investment was 59 bucks. I made $1.74. When I went to sell it out of Robinhood, that's not enough gain that Robinhood would let me leave that in there, so I sold all of it, repurchased it. Yeah, I repurchased it at a higher share price, but that's okay because it's house money. It's free share, well, free fractional share. and I could just let it, just sit there for as long as I want without even worrying about it. Then I withdrew another $9 out of my Acorns account for principal. Another $222.63 out of my M1 Finance. Another $8 out of my Acorn. Then in my Cash App, I purchased $1 of Pepsi. That came from Stash. My initial investment was around $34, $35 or so. The profit was around $1, so I just bought $1 of Cash App. Because when I sold this out of Stash, like I say, the gains aren't large enough that it will just let me keep that dollar in there. It actually makes me sell all the shares. And you may be thinking, hey, $1 isn't much, what are you doing about $1 or something? But every 2 to 3 months, I'll do this about 400, almost 500 different positions. So, if I profit $1 off each one of those, that's $400 or $500 worth of profit that I keep in the market as house money, while getting back all my principal that I deployed in the market. So it all adds up, and it's going to compound and stack up over time. Then I bought $1 worth of Target in my Robinhood. That was due to me selling my Target shares out of the Stash account. I profited $1 off that trade. And then on this one, I actually took a loss, about 40 something cents. My initial investment was $37, so I just sold out of that. Then I made VGT. I made a $2.01 purchase on my Robinhood. That was due to me selling out of that in my Stash account. So that was my profit. My initial investment was $38, made $2.01. Put the $2.01 back in the market, took my principal back. Then Lulu, purchased $4.61. I sold out of Lulu in my Stash account. Initial investment was $39, made $4.61. Put it back in the market, let that ride on house money. This one here did not make a profit. I actually lost about 93 cents. My initial investment was $40, so I took out the remaining principal. Zoom, purchased $1 of Zoom in Robinhood. I sold $41.15 of Zoom in my Stash account. Profit was around $1, so I put that in my Robinhood. Then I sold $41 of Target out of my public account. The gains that I had on this one I actually left inside my public account, so I have Target sitting there on house money as well. Then I sold out of more M1 Finance, $231 worth of principal. Took another $7 out of my Acorns. Withdrew another $242.10 out of my M1. Withdrew another $7 out of my Acorn. Cash App, I sold my DocuSign. I had sold $36 worth of DocuSign. The gains from this trade actually stayed in the Cash App as well. Then I took another $7 out of my Acorn. Then I took another $243.33 worth of principal out of my M1. Another $244.93 principal out of my M1. And $250.67 took that out of my M1 as well. The highest deduction was from Snow, $4.02. And it ranged to $1.12 from Splunk, which Splunk I've pretty much down on. And Snow, I'm probably up the highest. That's why I took the most out. I was trying to balance it out, keep everything at 1%. Then I took $271 more worth of principal out of my Acorn. Then I purchased $3.62 worth of Apple in my Stash account. That came from me selling one Apple share believe this is Ameritrade. Yeah, I had 1 share of Apple. The profit I made on it was $3.62. Ameritrade, you cannot buy fractional shares, so I purchased that in Stash. Then EA Sports, I purchased $9.16. I sold 1 share of EA from my Ameritrade account, and that was my profit, $9.16, so I purchased it in my Stash app. And that will be the trades for the day. I'll update, of course, every day of my trades. I'm going to review my Webull brokerage on my next video. If you like the content, like it, hit the like button. If you think it's trash, hit the thumbs down. You can go ahead and comment. I'll reply to any comment on the channel. Also, if you want to follow my journey, you can subscribe. I'll be going through all my brokerages. I already did Robinhood. I went through my watch list, what I'm purchasing in January 2021. Went over my crypto, went over all of my positions, as well as my capital, my gains, my whole investment strategy. And I'll go over, I have a total of 10 brokerages, so I'll go through all of them. And then I'll post my daily trades as well. And you can see my progress and my strategy, the position I'm purchasing. And then I also, I'll start doing videos on, certain stocks and what I like about them, the analytics, the technicals, and the balance sheets, stuff like that.